Now, the next part would be to change from minutes to hours. We have done hours to minutes, and by now you should know that from hours to minutes you multiply. Okay, you multiply. So from minutes to hours will be the opposite. So what is the opposite of multiply? That's right, it's divide. So let's try something simple. Let's take a look at 30 minutes. I want to change 30 minutes into hours. How do I do it? Okay, remember just now when I said previously we did hours to minutes. Then what did we do? We multiply. Now we are taking minutes, we are going back to hours. So it's an opposite. What is the opposite of multiply? That is divide. Okay? Now, another way you can go about doing it, when you see the minutes in front, okay, and when you know that the question is asking you to find the hours, meaning to change from minutes to hours, very first thing you need to do, take out a highlighter or a pen, go to the minutes, draw a line, and write down below there how many minutes is in 1 hour. So how many minutes are there in 1 hour? That's right, 60. Okay? So now it becomes very simple already. Okay, let's erase this part because we do not need it now. Okay, using the second method, it is really simple. So since we draw the 60 below the minutes, all you have to do is to rewrite it so that it looks like this. 30 over 60. Now what does the over means? It actually means you are taking 30 minutes divided by 60 minutes in 1 hour. Okay, so 30 over 60. Now how do I do 30 over 60? You see that there are 2 zeros, one on top and one below. One here, one here. Now, if you do not see any decimal point inside 30 and 60, all you have to do is just to cancel the zeros. Okay, so I'm going to erase the arrow. So once you cancel the 0, you will be left with 3 over 6. Then you can start to do your division. Now there are 2 methods for division. In this case, I will show you. Okay, let me draw a line. On the left hand side, I'm going to show you your long division, and on the right hand side, I'm going to show you your IU method. So this will be your long division, this will be your IU method. Now for your long division, 3 divided by 6, 3 divided by 6. This would be 3 divided by 6. The 3 inside, the 6 outside. Okay. And you know to take the number that is outside and to do a timetable of it. Okay, so let's write down the timetable of 6. So 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 6 is 18. 4 times 6 is 24. 5 times 6 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. 7 times 6 is 42. 8 times 6 is 48. And lastly, 9 times 6 is 54. So we have the timetable written at the side. All we have to do is to do your division now. Let's look at the first number, 3. Can 3 be divided by 6? Can a smaller number be divided by a bigger number? So in this case, no. 3 cannot be divided by 6. So since 3 cannot be divided by 6, we put a 0 up top. We know that 0 times 6 will give you 0. So we minus. So 3 minus 0, 3. Now I have a remainder. What should I do? Okay. Remember, continue the line. We draw a 0. When we add an extra 0, we have to always remember to go up back to the answer and put in a decimal point. Okay. So the red dot is the decimal point. Now after you put in the 0, you do the same thing, bring down the 0, and it becomes 30. So 30, let's look at 30. Which number is 30? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So go back up and write 5. So now you know 5 times 6 will give you 30. Because you minus them, and that will give you no remainder. So 3 divided by 6 is actually 0.5. Okay, so that's the long division. Now for the IU method, okay, this is how you do it. So first you draw 3, draw a line, and of course not forgetting your 6. In one packet you need 6 balls. Now I have 1, 2, 3 balls. Is it enough? Of course not. Okay, so we need to put in a new column and we need to start pushing. Okay, so do it one at a time. Take out one ball and we push it over to the other side. And always remember, when we push, we need to use 2 hands. How many fingers do you have in 2 hands? Yes, you have 10 fingers. So when we use 10 fingers, one ball, when you push it over, it will become 10 balls. So let's draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So I have 10 balls there. Now I have 2 more extra balls that I need to push over. So let's continue to do it one at a time. Cancel the second ball. And I continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the last one. Cancel it. Okay. And I continue again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now all I have to do is to start circling them. So let's try to circle them. In groups of, that is right, in groups of 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another group. Lastly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last group. Okay, now, are there any more balls remaining? No, there are not. Okay, so let's count the number of groups. In the first column, how many groups do we have? No, we have no groups. So it's a big fat 0. Now in the second column, how many groups do we have? Let's count, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 5. Okay? So, of course, when you add in a column, it's just like when you are doing your long division, you add in the 0. When you add in a new column, you cannot forget your decimal point. Okay? So decimal point, bring it down, down. Okay? So now, if your IU method, 3 divided by 6 would be 0.5. Okay? So your answer to change 30 minutes to hours would be 0.5 hours.